Did Rich Dollars say that he thought that he heard Erica Mena's say his name calling him? No, he did not. No, he did not. Y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Ash. Thanks as always for coming back here and checking me out here at Ashland. Now, tonight we are going to be recapping the Love and Hip Hop edition family reunion style. This is their second season. The first season was good. But this season, the second season with this new crew is about to be crazy. Let's go ahead and come on. Like, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's just go. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I will be here with y'all every week to go ahead and recap these episodes. So if that's something that you like, that's something that you're interested in, someone to chop it up, cut the shits, cut up, talk about the tea of these new episodes, by all means, please. You definitely want to subscribe, like. I'll be doing more of these recaps. My other recap that I'm doing is Queens, but after Queens goes off, I'll mainly be focusing on reality. So, all right, now that you've subscribed, let's go ahead. All right, so y'all, I'm having such a bad hair day right now, and I'm hoping I'm centered off in this camera. So if I'm not, I know, like, for some people who have like my undiagnosed OCD. All right, all right. So we're focusing. All right, so Mimi is hosting this family reunion. With Mimi is Jonathan from New York, and that's Mimi from Atlanta. That's Jonathan from New York, and Brooke Valentine from Miami. They are hosting the. Oh my God, and just when I really want to get in started, oh gosh, forgive that loud truck that just rolled by here. Definitely, again, sounded like the cars always sound like they're in my house when they roll by. So, anywho, so Mimi, Jonathan, and Brooke Valentine are hosting this family reunion. And can I just say that Mimi looks good? I, for one, was always a fan of Mimi, so I'm glad to see Mimi. She's out in LA. I'm glad to see her face. I miss her. My daughter's actually binge watching the old season of Atlanta, Love Hip Hop Atlanta. So, yes, I miss seeing Mimi. All right, and then Jonathan, big Jonathan fan. I love Jonathan. Love his energy. He seems to be doing good. Mimi is doing good. She outside of the whole, I don't even know what I'm even trying to say, y'all. Like, I don't even know what I was trying to say from there. So, boom, let's just focus. So, Jonathan, Mimi, and Brooke Valentine. So, Jonathan's doing good. Mimi's doing good. You know, Wish Things had a better relationship, with Stevie J. But that's that as far as co-parenting wise. And then Brooke Valentine finally got the ring. She finally got the ring, y'all, from Marcus. So she is Dr. Black. Did you say Dr. Black? Either way. So they're on, and boom, let's get down to our guest list, right? So they have invited, again, because it's from all across the board. So Bobby Lights, let's see, the Creep Squad. So Creep Squad, Cisco, Rich Dollars, Peter Guns. Speaking of Peter Guns, Amina, Tara, his baby mamas, Shakana, okay, from Atlanta. Let's see who else. Zell's gonna be there. Who else? I feel like, Erica Mena, Sin, Jules Santana, Kimbella. Did I get everybody? So we're missing Yo Yo, Safari, and Stevie J, right? So, boom. The first day is hosted by Mimi, and she is hosting an all-white beach party, slash barbecue. And so they go ahead and show everybody's, just showing up. But first, Brooke and Mimi and Jonathan show up, and they're kind of talking about like who they had invited for who. And of course, Jonathan invites his boo Sin, which I love Sin. So he invites Sin. Of course, Brooke has oh, did I forget Booby? Booby, oh, I knew I forgot somebody. Booby's gonna be on here. So she, of course, she and she has Marcus. So Jonathan calls himself inviting Stevie J for Mimi. And of course, Mimi's like, what? Why would you invite him for me? But it was, like I said, it's really all in the point of a whole co-parenting thing. And what her thing is with that is, he's a good guy. She just, I think she just wants more consistency from him and him to follow through with things that he says he's going to do. So basically sounds like typical Stevie, type thing. Y'all gonna see here that I am one, and for one, I feel like I'm the last one to know everything. I'm not up on, I follow celebrities, not all these celebrities on as far as social media. I'm not up with the latest stuff that be happening. So when I say I was getting tea this episode, I was getting tea. Okay. I was learning a lot of the stuff today. I didn't know some of that stuff that was happening prior to and beforehand. Okay, so y'all know how I do. I'm mainly just gonna stick to I stick to the things that kind of just really resonate, stick out for me or whatever, whatnot. So first things first that I just wanted to point out, and which really was a big thing, was the Creep Squad and Cisco coming up by himself. I had to honestly get reminded of where the Creep Squad was. I completely forgot that 2019, what was that, season 10 or something like that of Love and Hip Hop New York, that Cisco had a run in with Amina. That basically she stayed at his place during one of the Super Bowls or some. I completely had forgot about that. So it was just like I kind of knew that the Creep Squad wasn't on good terms, but I really couldn't figure out why. So that's that. So of course, Peter and Peter and Rich, of course, come together. Cisco is on the outs. He's alone or whatever, right? And which he admits. He admits that things are weird between them ever since the stuff that happened, with Amina. But he thought that things had been squashed because, again, what I didn't know, and then this was like recent, was summer this year. They did a celebrity fight. I guess that he thought that squashed everything, but apparently it possibly did not. Okay, so yeah, so apparently that it did not, and he honestly feels like he basically still doesn't feel in with the group, so he that makes him feel like things are not necessarily squashed, which of course he completely understands. But it seems like his goal coming in is to fix whatever this is with the Creep Squad. But it's kind of weird because I felt like he was more coming in hot once he did come into the group, because it immediately started going towards that fight. And oh, you're so loose. I don't know. I just kept hearing more, and I have subtitles on, y'all, so I've been trying to listen and read at the same time. And I heard more of him than I heard Peter Guns. But he comes back and says that Peter Guns was the ones that was kind of, pushing the whole fight thing. That wasn't even what he was trying to get into. That wasn't the energy he was even trying to put off with coming back, knowing the history and the mess that he already has with the Creep Squad. But later to that, right? So, Jewels and Cambella, they show up. It always just, Cambella's mighty thick. She's mighty thick with a lot of ass. A lot of ass. And I'm an ass girl, okay? That's a lot of ass. So them babies, I never tried to. I'm not one to say like, oh, somebody got work done, because I'm not a person who really. But like, them babies did her good. Looking back from when Cambella was on the beginning seasons of Love and Hip Hop New York, them babies did her body good. Okay, so boom. It's nice to see that, because in the last season, Jules was going to be, getting incarcerated. He did spend 19 months, and it sounds like a federal institution, 7 months on house arrest, but now he's able to be out and mingling. So it was nice to see them out and about. It was so good. Also, I was so happy to see Tara. Tara is another one that I missed, which is crazy because she pissed me off a whole lot with the stuff with Peter and Amina. But I miss Tara. Even when like I said, I was watching. I was catching some of the early seasons of Love and Hip Hop with my daughter, and it was just like just seeing, for one, the transitions of everybody. So even just seeing this, just seeing, Tara from then till now, and even Amina from then till now. I ain't even going front. It was good to see Amina too, or whatever, whatnot. But it's good to hear that they're all good. I would hope so after all this time, but sometimes you really just never know where people are, and it don't that healing and that getting past things don't always come as fast or at all for some people. So it's good to know that they're focusing on family and just, and really just being a family. Because at the end of the day, their kids, they share kids. So, yeah, I was actually glad to hear that they're doing all right. And then here comes the mess, the drama. But be clear, because I have always been a Erica Mena fan. Love it or not, love me to hate me. Yes, you may unsubscribe once. Yes, I love Erica Mena. I'm a big Erica Mena fan, and I stand for Erica as much as she needs some help. She needs some healing. But I love me some Erica Mena, so don't trip. But she comes up. She's alone, because mind you, Safari is supposed to be coming, but I am aware that her and Safari are clearly in the midst of divorce from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Was that on that just went off a couple of months ago? Yeah, I think it was Love Hip Hop Atlanta, because I think they're in Atlanta. Right? What was that, Atlanta or New York that came on? Either way, whatever one they were on. No, they were in Atlanta. I think they were in Atlanta. So, whatever pop they were on that came off earlier this season, and they were clearly going through divorce. He was leaving. Yes, because that was all the group. That was all my people. That was Spice. All that. Da, da, da. Yes, so that was Atlanta. So. I know that they're getting divorced, so they're clearly still in the divorce phase. Her and Amina, apparently they have a good relationship, and she was in Amina's wedding, so they were happy to see each other. Amina is wanting to support her and be there for her. So, for one, I'm always for that. I'm always for women supporting other women, so I'm definitely going to stand by that. But of course, it's always going to be a little bit of spice. Sin is on, like, I'm going to keep my distance, and Bobby as well is like, is someone going to keep his distance? He doesn't know if he's going to talk to her or not. Again, news to me, that beef or that situation. I did not know that. And even now, I'm still a little bit confused about the situation, because apparently he went to Safari's birthday party, and then he brought a friend with him. I don't know if at some point Safari and that girl, like, why would Erica Mena single them out, unless for whatever reason Safari was liking whatever this girl was that Bobby brought to his party or whatever and whatnot. So fast forward, Erica sends her friend to fight Bobby's friend, or to confront Bobby's friend, and then I guess supposedly that friend assaulted Bobby, and then it was just a messy situation. Like, it's this I be talking about. Like, I be look like, Erica, I'm trying to stand by you, but you not leaving me much to stand by. Like, you giving out much crazy in love. So that's what I'm gonna leave you at. That you crazy in love or whatever. What Erica really does it. Erica is not aware that Safari was coming. Baby girl Valentine Brooke, was talking about was saying how she wanted to get to know Erica, because she already has that relationship with Safari. So she let her know that she had invited Safari. Excuse me. She let her know that she had invited Safari, and of course, that ain't really what she was looking forward to. That's not what Erica was expecting. You know, she was looking for like a more vacation to get away. And nah, that's not gonna happen. So Booby and Sin might be a thing, and I'm for it. I want to see I want to see Sin happy. I just want to say that I absolutely just love Sin. She is so cute with her cute little self. I love how she talk. I love her New York and like is that Dominican, Puerto Rican? I think it's Dominican accent. I don't really know. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't come for me, but I yeah, I love her. Y'all like you don't even know where she from. Don't do me. Whatever. Um, I love her. I love how she talk, and I just absolutely love her. I don't like how she trying to do Sin, but I get it. Cause Sin is I'm not Sin. Erica, but I get it. Erica crazy. So hey, I get it. All right, boom. So can I just say? All right. So can I just say that I am Chicana? That I am Chicana, and Chicana is me and me is Shakana, Shakana is I, and I'm Shakana. Like that crazy auntie, well, her whole reaction to uh the creep squad and that's that would be me. Why y'all acting like that? Y'all too grown for that. Da, 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 da. And then don't piss me off. So she when she came in, she let it know off gate that she was not really a fan of the creep squad, and basically because of how they do women. So she's not a fan of the creep squad. Um, Cisco, goes over there and speaks to her, and she just lets him know, like, y'all too grown for this. Y'all need to grow up. In which that leads Peter to come over, and they kind of just end up in like a little verbal like altercation because Shakana's on that rah rah rah. You need to grow up. Y'all too grown for this type stuff, and Erica. Peter's like, it just ended up being a who are you, who are you, who are you? Don't ask me who I am because you know who exactly who I am. Everybody know who I am. Like, come on, don't do my girl Shakana like that. We know who Shakana is, Peter. I didn't know hell, I didn't know neither of y'all. I ain't know neither of y'all till y'all got on TV. Peter, I really like you. Like when Shakana came on the scene, like she came with people when that you knew. When Peter came on the scene, necessarily I didn't know the people that he knew. Like I really didn't know like a Rich Dollars and all these like other little. Anyway, all right, I don't really think that's really important, y'all. So either way, they end up in a tuss, and I know that's like just gonna be a thing. They gonna drive Shakana crazy, and she's just outspoken. She don't care. She gonna say it, and yeah, she's just that auntie, and I'm just that auntie. I very well can be. Yeah, yeah. So like I said, her in that whole moment was me. I felt that. Yeah, I felt that Shakana. Now back to what I said about what Rich said. So clearly drinks is going around. Rich is you can clearly tell he's feeling himself the way he just randomly comes up. And I literally was like, wait, did he just say that Erica's poon is calling him? No. No, that's not what he said. No. But that is what he said, y'all. So as entertaining as it was, it is low key disrespectful because at the end of the day, she is married. Whether she's on her way to a divorce or not, it was disrespectful. It was inappropriate. And I'm going to need Rich to. But that's what happens when you fall into that, that kind of like that old thing and you exes. Let me just hit on that real quick. How they set this up really nice because all these connections, first off, Erica got Sin, Rich, and Safari, okay? What else? Like, even though Booby and Brooke ain't even like that no more. Like that was a triangle if we remember. Brooke, um, Booby, and what's up, Boo? Okay, well just put it there. But yeah, so Brooke, Marcus. and Booby. That was a whole, thing. What else here? Who else is kind of like triangles? Um, I mean, not exactly triangles, but um, I don't even know. Either way, that's enough. That's enough to cause some mess, and it's gonna be some mess. Obviously, the Creep Squad, their mess. Even though things seem to be okay with Tara and Amina, I don't know. I'm hoping as well. I'm here for the mess, but as well, I'm hoping to see some growth, some healing on this good family reunion. Son, what are you doing? But yeah, so it's a lot. 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 That's really all I can say. It's a lot. But nonetheless, that Erica and that Rich Dollars. I think we just gonna have to. We might as well have enjoyed that first moment because I don't. I think it's but gonna be but so long before Safari show up. Safari's gonna show up on next week, so yeah. And let's just hope that that does it because it looks like in the previews that Safari is throwing something at Cisco, but you just never know. We shall see, right? So, moving on. Nonetheless, the beach party was a good event. Jules, performed. Um, because each like on the family union, they kind of like have all like different little events and different little people do stuff. So he performed. Hey ma, what's up? All right, we gonna get it on. Right. So like I said, so Sin and Booby, right? So Sin and Booby. So they really like I'm here for it. Even though it seems like Sin is trying to friend zone Booby, but I think she liking him. But I think she wanna I don't even think she wanna friend zone him. I just think she's saying like the whole friend thing and oh just be my friend or whatever because once you wanna take it slow, like she said, she has trust issues and yeah, sometimes we just really want to like really enjoy you, before like things like get in too deep. We're trying to feel it out. We're trying to test the waters, a little bit. And she was like, don't get weird because, one of my exes, one of my exes is here and that brought me to another tea that I did not even know about. That apparently my girl Erica again. So she was trolling Sin on a fake page and then used that same page to she used that same page and turned it into one of her children's page and she basically got caught for it though she's still kind of denying it. Okay, so they over here trying to get to know each other, talking whatever. Booby is looking for love. He got everything straight, his career, whatever. So him just getting somebody and he been feeling her, apparently, so I don't know. I'm kind of open to seeing what's going to happen, y'all. So while they over there, Erica, is trying to get her life. She talking to, you know, she's talking to Shakana and she's talking to Mimi, just about like what's going on. Like all my exes is here. I just wanted, a vacation. I don't want to face this. And Shakana was like, they're wrong. Not with all your lovers in here. You're gonna have no choice but to face this. You might as well go ahead and face all this stuff, okay? But Shakana was clear though. She was letting it be clear that she did not like how Safari did her and that yeah, he needed to do better. All right, so they doing their thing, and then all right, so um, Cisco and Jonathan. Cisco goes to Jonathan's room. That's happening on one end, and then Rich Dollars and Peter Guns are on another end having a conversation. And it's kind of basically the same conversation. So, Cisco and not Cisco, Peter and Rich are, joking about how his whole his the highlight of his day was seeing him and Erica or whatever or whatnot. But Rich's basically focus is basically what's going on with the creep squad. It's not what it used to be. Apparently Cisco's kind of always been the straggler, the one who he kind of just always had done his own thing, didn't always let everybody know what he was doing. As Peter Guns called him, like just the little bad kid, the young bad kid. Out of all of them, he's the young one, so I guess it's kind of just like the one who just does whatever. And Rich doesn't want it that way though. He wants things to be better. He's hoping that with this reunion they can come in and they can fix this or whatever or whatnot. And so at the same time, Jonathan and Cisco are talking, and Jonathan and Cisco basically is telling him, like that things aren't the way I wanted them to be, especially starting out. Like I said, he didn't, he felt like that Peter Guns came off, negative, wanted to talk about the fight stuff, and really the issue is he is having a rift because he hasn't seen his kids in 6 months, and I think he kind of feels like that Rich and Peter take for granted or take advantage of the opportunities or the time that they have with their children because he doesn't have that. And of course Jonathan felt like this is something that this you should have these conversations with them. So I'm definitely looking forward to if that relationship is worth mending, if it is going to get mended. Cisco, I'm feeling Cisco. He needs some. He could very well need like I mean we all could use our own like little therapy or whatever or whatnot. But um, I feel like it's gonna be some breakthroughs with him. We might see some breakthroughs with Erica and Safari, or even just Erica in general, because I'm talking like this, like we get into the end, and mind you, I'm forgetting about the whole part. Not that I forgot, I just hadn't gotten to it yet, y'all. So just chill, hold on. But it's gonna be some mess. It's gonna be. I'm here for it. I'm too excited. I'm just too excited, right? As you can see, I can barely get my words out. I'm stuttering all over the place. So boom, let's go ahead and just talk about the ending, because this whole thing with Erica, her kind of being a common denominator and a lot of mess, is gonna take a head. And I'm kind of like seeing her wild side come out, and I'm wondering if that's like her protective, that's her way of not dealing with the mess or whatever, whatnot. So Jonathan, Bobby, and Sin, they get together because apparently it's game night. Mind you, nobody seems to want to be coming to game night, because even Peter was like he wasn't coming to game night. So they're on one side. It looks like they're in the pool area, and I guess they're on one side of the pool area, and Erica and Amina are on another side of the pool area. But Erica makes it very clear that she knows that they are talking about her, and they were talking about Bobby addressed how he seen that Sin didn't speak to Erica, and she's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And then that's when he talks about well, I see how she did you, on the fake page. He talks about their experience as far as this girl and the assault. And at the end of the day, I guess Erica feels like well, they can talk all this, but nobody can say anything to my face. But Erica, it's gonna be some mess. Not to say that this should not be addressed to your face, but let's not act like this is gonna go over easily, especially when you sat up there and denied the page and all that stuff to Shakana. It's like about some, oh, that's a lie, when Shakana said something about it. Apparently it's not a lie. I don't know. But it sounds like they were able to add it up the way Sin was talking about it, about the likes or whatever or whatnot. Like, yeah, that does track. So if I was to go to my likes and it shows that your baby liked my photo, I don't know. I don't know. I cheat. It's a lot of tea, y'all. Fortunately, I don't be up on it, but I got plenty opinions about it. Cause woo cha, woo cha, woo cha. Nonetheless, I ain't gonna stay up too long, and I ain't gonna keep this video much long. We're at 32 minutes right now. Let me make sure I hit everything. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, everything is done. So yeah. I want y'all to go ahead and talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Give me some comments. Let me know what you thought of this episode. What do you think is going to be happening in the next couple of episodes? Because I'm be here. So again, like this video if you enjoyed it. Go ahead, give it that little thumbs up, and again, subscribe, turn your notifications on so we can be back here together talking about these episodes of Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. All right, peace, guys.